What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. All right, folks, we are back on the free-to-play account. This has been an eventful time. So you guys know I did a video a couple hours ago for Formidable Combatant and how to avoid some of the downfalls and little traps that they have set for you. Well, a couple things I want to focus on as well. Again, is chapter 12. They really focus on gems. After that, they focus on, I think it's more artifacts. Then at one point they focus on going into WOBL. So make sure, if you are not at chapter 14 or 15 of it, that WOBL is something you want to focus on. So save a ticket to enter WOBL a few times. I think they want you to enter at least twice to 3 times and get that done. Now, keep this in mind. You're going to get yourself some support tickets along the way. And you guys can see here, I've got myself a min. Now, funny enough, my last support ticket that I used, I got Meilin. The first one I used, I got Meilin, so my Meilin became a 4, and then of course you get the free Meilin along the way. I got her to a 5. I'm like, oh my god, perfect. Meilin is done. I am finished with her. Then my last ticket I switched it to Min for the fixed support, and I actually got Min on here. And now the free 50 tickets there, I just summoned Min again. Oh man, let me tell you, this feels freaking great, guys. My account is starting to become more and more complete as this event started coming out, and now my min is also a 5. I can't even tell you guys how happy this makes me. My supports are coming along, so you guys can see my min is a 5 now. My Meilin now is a 5 as well, where she's down here. I am ecstatic by this because I have been lacking supports on my account for such a long time, and now I finally got 2 of the best supports in the game completed. Now I am missing 2 of another. I am missing the biggest support, obviously, in the game at the moment in Isla. I don't even have a copy of her, but this is the step in the right direction. So I have to say, this formidable opponent or combatant, sorry, not opponent, combatant, so formidable combatant series that they've set up here has been very instrumental in helping me complete my account even more. So I have to say, this is probably one of the coolest features Netmarble has implemented by far. And I mean, like, they've done a lot of good things already in the game, but this has got to be probably one of the best ones to date. Like, it's just, I can't even imagine a brand new player coming in right now and having access to everything that they have access to. Like, it blows my mind, the idea of being able to come in here and say, you know what, I'm going to do a lot of this. It's going to take me a couple days, maybe a week or 2, but I'm going to have access to complete 78 gear, all 3 sets. I'm gonna have access to almost an A5 Cha or an A3 Cha at least, right? A2, A3 Cha with an A2, A3 weapon. That's another thing as well too. They actually ask you to craft a Cha weapon as one of the tasks, so make sure you have red tickets to do that as well too. So make sure you save that up. Now, listen, I'm gonna be real. Whether you're new or a veteran, this is the kind of stuff that we as players need in order to continuously want to play. Now, a lot of whales, this is not going to help. I don't even know if a lot of whales will end up even doing this, to be honest with you. But for free-to-play players, this is the only way really to keep your free-to-play players population alive, right? Because at the end of the day, this reverse mode, for example, took me, I don't know, 20 minutes, right? And it gave me a good amount of essence stones. It gave me a good amount of tickets. It allowed me to summon more. But again, it does dry up, right? So the other thing you're gonna expect your free-to-play players to do then is either wait or spend, right? And that's how it's gonna work. So for me personally, like right now, we got 38 days still left of her. I'm gonna hold off on that. So I got her to A1. I think I'm gonna hold off just to see when Kanai comes out, because when Kanai is out, I think I'm going to probably try to push her to as far as I possibly can on my free-to-play account. Pay to win, of course, we're going to go all the way to A10 as usual. That's not going to change. But for SL, I think I'm satisfied where I'm at right now, just because we have 42 days left, and I know there is obviously the main star of the fire team coming, and we want to make sure that we have enough to get the main star, not just the supporting act, right? And that's an important part of it. So, guys, make sure you continue doing this. I just want to show you guys some of the progress that's happening here. I think it's pretty incredible to see all the differences that this one little program is making. Not to mention, on top of all of this, the armory is something else that you're going to be able to level up, and even furthermore, to give you even more power, the concept of your shadow army is also going to increase, as well as your promotion or upgrade on your shadows, plus the promotion aspect of it as well too. So you can go from like elite knight to general with some of these stats, and you can push. I don't think they've fixed it yet though, so you're not going to get any power. So just be careful that at least push some people to elite knights to gain more power, and then also at the same time promote some of those shadows. Definitely get them up and get your shadow army up, because that'll be a big one. Now, if you're like me and your armory is kind of at the point where you don't need the smaller stuff, just remember they are going to be providing more slots, and they've already said they are for this, right? So be very mindful before you decide to go all in and spend all of your small ones to these medium-sized Mark II marks, because eventually you're going to have to need the level 1s again to get the armory maxed out even further than it already is. Okay, so just keep that in the back of your minds, because I know a lot of people are doing what I'm doing here and just, you know, boosting this as far as you possibly can using the resources you have and getting rid of the older resources. But again, the devs did say in the last live stream they will put a third page in here somewhere for us to focus on. So just a heads up on folks, if you are planning to do this, just hold on to at least some of them, so in case they do open up new ones, you have the ability to just use the ones you have existing that you haven't converted yet to Mark IIs, and then you'll be able to use those to unlock more and get more power, okay? In regards to the rest of this, I think the biggest problem I have right now is JEJU Island Alliance Raid. I think this is a little bit underwhelming. I was hoping for a lot more, to be honest. The progress, you guys can see, we are moving along, which is nice. We are going to get a lot of these tokens along the way, these JEJU Island raids. It is nice to get yourself obviously a choice here, but you guys can see here the choice doesn't include the rod, which is going to help you with WOBL, but I don't even think we're going to get to this point for a very, very long time. I think this might be pushing it quite a bit. So for those people who are wondering how this Alliance raid works, I know everyone has been asking me the question. So you essentially just log in, you log in for a day, clear out the gates, you get yourself one of these battle sport supplies. When you already get a battle sport supply, you do the cooperative support, you just submit it here, whatever you guys are focusing on, right? And then from there, you go into the progress section here, and then whatever tickets you have, you can just either multi-use them. And again, you don't have to do it every day. This is, I think, a lot of people are mistaken. You can do this, a couple days a week if you want. Doesn't really matter, right? So just save the tickets you want, and then you can use them, or you can do them daily and get yourself some of these JEJU Island raid coins. Now, the actual raid coins aren't that good. Neither are these rewards. They're not that great. You guys can see the only real nice thing here, in my opinion, is this profile pick, and of course the mana power extract, and 15 of these. The elixir 3s are nice, but everything else is fairly easy to acquire through the game. And then the actual shop itself is also not that good. But the beauty of the shop, and I don't know if you guys saw this in my last video, is that if you're missing specific items for doing your actual formidable combatant, this is where you want to spend it, right? Because whatever coins I had before, if I was missing, like, I don't know, Powder of Blessing, for example, look, I bought this, right? If I was missing enhancement gear, I bought it here. So this is all stuff you can easily spend and get through the game, but in case you're running low like I was, this is a nice spot to just spend it. None of these items are make or break items. Like, these are actually fairly easy to acquire items through the game, so make sure you are using it. But for those asking like how this works, I actually went back to my other account to make sure that the progress was in fact the same, and it is. It looks like we're the same across the board. All right, so overall progress looks like it's the entire player base. All right, the progress here, this, I don't know if this is everybody or it's just the server. I didn't get a chance to go look at my other one because my pay to win account is early access. Actually, you know what? Let's go take a look. 58.9. I'll be right back. And JEJU Island Alliance. And let's see if it looks the same. 58.9, right? Yeah, no, it's exactly the same, guys. So it definitely is global. Global and early access put together. So you guys can see, as I mentioned before, everyone is working on this, right? And this is your contribution points. You can see, again, for most whales, the only thing you're going to want to go for is that, but nothing else. And lastly, when it comes down to contribution points, obviously, right? Like, this is the pay to win account. I just went ahead and did a battle ahead of time. 115 points was the max I got for the last contribution, killing all the enemies. So if you are looking for the max contribution points, just make sure you jump in, do the hardest level, get yourself the most amount of JEJU Island raid coins, plus getting the most contribution from making sure that you kill all the bosses, or the one boss, I guess, right now at the moment, and then at the same time killing all the ants. So total of 115. I was at 350. That put me at 465 right here on my pay to win account. I believe it's exactly the same on the free to play account. So if you want to maximize it, just get the most amount of coins and contributions. Just do the last stage if you can. Second last stage is still pretty good. That's the one I focus on my free to play account. It's just faster. I don't have any issues with it. On my pay to win, of course, doing the last one makes more sense. So there you guys go. That's essentially it. This is not a very elaborate cooperative system. I'm really hoping it does expand even further when they come out with Beru and, you know, the Queen Ant and stuff, because I think this is a pretty half-assed co-op. Not gonna lie, it's not only is it just half-assed, but it's not really that fun. It's kind of boring, right? I think they really, I think they missed I think they kind of missed it with this one. This is one of the gameplays that a lot of people were looking forward to, and in my opinion, just completely missed the mark. So I know it's just another game mode, but sometimes it's just, there's no need for more content if it's not really that intriguing or, you know, exciting or fun. So I really hope they do revamp this a little bit and make it more fun in the following ones, but this one here is kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about it. I just wanted to explain this because a lot of people were asking about how this works, and that's how it works essentially. And if you guys are excited about it, cool. I'm personally kind of let down by this, and I'm hoping that we do see a little bit more oomph and fun on the upcoming raids. Maybe not necessarily this one. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.